truck, just do it like Nike, swoosh. Don't get lost, it all goes sauce, this thing go drive crazy. Can't go fast, cause all this cash come thick like mash and gravy. Start to Namibia, Africa my king. Just let it get up in ya. With Leo Killer, you ain't heard the whole thing. Start to Namibia, don't forget to bring wisdom. Standard procedure, you ain't heard the whole soup. Ice on my wrist, I see my dream. Big remix and a special mix. DJ Spools, Chester House Prince. Don't come mad. Who else in my posse? Floss, Chad, Meg, bag. Soup. Soup. I coco. Soup. I coco. Soup. Look at the girls for the beat, come on. Soup. Ayo, soup, yeah. Soup, yeah. Soup, ayo. Soek. Daar zo, soek. Guys, you're tuned into the Loose Cannon with Big Mich, the only Namibian show that plays Namibian music. We are here together, and here is House Prince featuring AKA DJ Spooza. Soek en kry my toch, man.
Piano ding, it's mami, it's a lekker ding, it's onze ding, it's wie zijn ding, it's allemaal zijn ding. Ons party, party, ons party, yeah, wat je ding, ons party, en kom op, ons party, en zeg je kijk, zoek en krijg, kijk eens vrij, is hoe het lijkt, jullie het die kijk, zoek en krijg, kijk eens vrij, is hoe het lijkt, jullie het die. Soek, ayo, soek, hey, soek, ayo, soek, ah. Look at the girls for the beat, come on. Yabba, yes. Production, au Congo et au Togo et à l'Imonica. Ça clame le MJ.
Yep. It's exactly 2 o'clock. 1 minute past the hour of 2, and you are tuned in with Big Mich, the Engelike Kokodor, the only guy that looks like the State House. Asseblief, praat met my julle. Please let me know in the comment section. As ons saam is of as ons nie saam nie, en waar vanaf praat jy met my? Let me know what town you're in from. Laat ek vir jou ietsie kan speel. Please guys, let me know what song you would like to hear on the show, which is the Loose Cannon. Jy ken doch wat gaan aan hierso. So hierso het ons vir Satlam. I don't think a lot of people know this, but this is a very good Namibian song. And I'm going to be joined by my special guest today. None other than the only lady, Frieda Etuhole. Etuhole. Kama Itula. I just wanted to say Itula, man. I'm going to be joined by her right now in the next 2 minutes. So asseblief with the topic, why are men scared to get married? That's our topic today. Hoekom is julle bang om te trou? Julle mans mense. Los die mense se kenners uit. Here we go. And I'm going to play something for you from Chester House Prince again. And Captain Tracy. Terug na die syde toe. Die song se naam is Skipper. Kom ons loop. Man, is Frieda Etuhole, man. Yeah, but guys, we got Frieda in the house. Frieda in the house. That's what we're talking about. Frieda, how you doing? Lovely.
It's the
lovely
audacity
lady.
for
What's
me,
up?
guys. It's the audacity
What
of this
audacity?
man. How dare he? Frieda what?
Frieda Etuhole.
Guys, for those of you who don't know, my name is not Frieda Etuhole. Okay, it is Frieda, but that second name that he
Frieda Etuhole.
mentioned.
No, but it just sounds nice. It just rolls off the tongue really well.
People are going to think I'm affiliated with other political parties.
Oh my
We
goodness.
shall not.
We shall not do that, Frieda. So how you doing, man? How was your day?
I'm great. I'm doing good. My day, I feel like sometimes my day starts only like after lunch. So I would like to think my day is going great now. Now it's going great, but it was better. It was okay-ish. My morning was.
I think
okay-ish.
everybody's day goes bad until they see me. Like I'm the ish.
Guys, if Mitch could have a penny for every time he feels himself like yo hi, he would be rich, guys.
I'll really be rich, bruh. I feel myself a lot. You've never watched porn out before. You don't know this stuff. Frieda, welcome to the Loose Cannon. How are you feeling? What's the studio vibe like to you? Who like the studio for you, Frieda?
I like the whole setup. It looks very nice.
Yeah.
I almost said you guys should just like hire me, but like I don't want to exploit myself. Mara, I would not mind being a presenter here because
Frieda.
It is a good vibe. But yes, it is Frieda Etuhole. But for some reason, people assume Etuhole is my surname. It's actually not.
Not, ne?
No.
But what's your surname? I really thought that's your surname.
I don't know. Etuhole is my second name. So Frieda Etuhole and many other names that I shall not mention. And then Mukufa is my surname.
Mukufa.
Yes, Mukufa is my surname.
Bro.
That's my surname.
Your name shall be in the Etiti.
For good reasons.
Yeah, for good reasons, yeah.
If it's for good reasons, then I'm definitely down for it.
So, guys, you know you are tuned into the Loose Cannon, the only Namibian show that plays Namibian music. The other shows with Manet Check. Hello, Manet Check. So, guys, you know how we start off our day. Everybody's gonna get a little bit of motivation, and it will not always come from you. You gotta hear some right words from the right people. And today's motivational audio that we have is called The Power of Kindness.
Power of kindness.
The power of kindness. Can I tell? What's the difference for you between kindness and being nice? Is there a difference?
I feel like there is a difference. You can be an unkind person, but you can be nice in certain instances.
Jesus!
Niceness doesn't mean I'm kind.
Jesus!
I'm being cautious, guys. Like, if I have to be nice to you because maybe I find you somewhere and I need directions, doesn't mean me greeting you, I'm being nice, but I'm not a kind person.
Yeah. But like my mom taught me, being kind is an obligation of every human being, but being nice is something you have to do in return.
Yes.
You see, so if somebody is respectful to you, you can be nice towards that person. But being kind, you should be kind to everybody.
I definitely agree with your mom. She's a wise mom. I don't know where you fell.
Everybody has this problem with me. What kind of kid months?
Yeah, it's alright. But like I was saying, it's okay. Yes, you should be kind. Kindness should be in everybody's genes and whatnot. But you can only be kind and nice to such an extent because sometimes people like to test people.
Yeah, they will test you.
And then I'm not nice anymore. I'm a kind person, but then I'm not nice anymore.
Yeah, but kindness should be with you. So without any delay, let's listen to this audio clip. It's called The Power of Kindness. And let me know in the comment section what you took from the audio clip. We're going to play it just a little bit. And I'll also tell you my view and see if I can break it down. So, The Power of Kindness.
Do you consider yourself a kind person? Think about it a moment. Are you a kind
This mic is
person?
a bit squeaky.
Would your children see you
Yeah,
as
I don't
kind?
hear.
Your husband or wife say you as kind? Kindness is a very, very Christ-like characteristic. And you don't hear much about kindness, but the Apostle Paul says it's the fruit of the Spirit. That is, when the Holy Spirit is free in you and me to live out what God intends for him to live out in us, kindness is going to be one of them. A kind person is a person who stands out in a crowd. They may not be the one who talks the most, but there's something about a kind person. It's sort of a built-in attraction. It's just there. And when a person's kind, it not only shows in their face, but naturally, most of all, in their actions. Proverbs 19:22 says, what is desirable in a man is kindness. That's Proverbs. What is that? What is desirable in a man? That is kindness. Now, what does the world say? Muscular, rich, and all the bunch of stuff that the world has. The Bible says what's desirable in a man is kindness. And if anybody should desire any quality in life, I would place kindness right close to the top. Kindness will change your family. It can change your friendships. It can change the people you mix with. Kindness is a gift from God, provided by the Holy Spirit, and we are the channels through which Almighty God speaks kindness to those we live with, those who are our friends, strangers, wherever it might be. Kindness. Kindness changes everything.
Now, I wonder, if I were to ask people who know you best, what quality are you best known for in your neighborhood? What quality are you best known for at work or at school or wherever you are? I wonder what they would say. What quality would they say? Now, God's very clear what he wants people to say about you. Philippians 4, verse 5. Your kindness should be known to all. God wants you to have a reputation for kindness. If I were to go to your neighborhood or go to your work and say, who's the kindest person in your office? Who's the kindest person in your neighborhood? Oh, it's that guy. He's the kindest guy I know. She is the kindest woman I know. I want you to be a man of kindness, a woman of kindness. I want you to be famous for your kindness. That would be a good reputation to have. 1 Corinthians 16:14 says, everything you do must be done with love. Now, what's the relationship between love and kindness? Kindness is love in action. That's what kindness is. Kindness is just love in action. Kindness is not an emotion. Kindness is not a feeling. Kindness is not something you feel towards someone. Kindness is something you do towards someone. It is an activity. It is an event. It is an action. Kindness is love in action. You
It's not a feeling. It is
Yo,
not a feeling.
Kaufi, who fooled you that word? What is kindness for you? Everything. So yeah, so I like taking away the religious part of it. Let's not focus on the religious part of it. But what did you take away from that, though?
I like the fact that he says it's not necessarily to say a feeling or an emotion or something that you sort of, I don't want to say not grow into, but it is something that you have to do every day, or something that has to sort of become a part of you, who you are, for instance. Because unkind people can maybe learn to become kind. I don't know. But then if you learn it, then it definitely is something that sort of just has to be a part of you, or grows with you, or whatever. Something in that line. I would like to think so.
Yeah. Like what I took away is that it's the action of love. You know, kindness is the action of love. And look at this. We're in a society today that going against the norm is the thing. Being a savage is, you can be famous. People will love you for being that, for being bad, just being different in a way that you throw away your morals, your everything. That's what people love now. But it's gone with the days that people used to show each other love. Like, I love my brother, I love my sister. You know. And now we're just about this person's mom died.
Yeah, and then we want to be kind.
Then we want to be kind and nice. People be seeing somebody in an accident and they take out their phone,
pictures instead of okay, accidents per se, I'm against taking pictures, but the protocol is don't really have to go there unless you're a medical practitioner or anything. But I am definitely against the fact that you shouldn't be taking pictures or.
Yeah, but that's where we are. What I'm trying to point out is that we are at the point where you take out a phone for every simple thing.
Every little thing.
Even if you are going to be, you consider yourself a kind person and you want to give somebody that's homeless $5 and you're like, yo, look at me.
I'm helping the homeless.
Ek geef vir hierdie man 'n R5. I'm a good person.
Okay, it doesn't maybe take away from the fact that you're a good person, but then it makes the person that you're helping feel
Really
weird,
bad. Yeah,
bad. Let's just use the word bad about
Yeah.
it, because first of all, you are sort of using their poverty to your advantage because you want to advance in, I don't know what it is that your agenda is.
Yeah, and guys, for the people that just tune in now, thank you so much for tuning in. Let me know from which side of this country, this unscrupulous country, you are tuning in.
Van ons.
Yeah, so guys, I'm here with my special guest, Frieda Etuhole. Asseblief nie Frieda Etuhole nie. Nee?
Guys.
Itulani, maar Frieda Etuhole, that's wat ek jou sal noem van dis jou Facebook naam. You people must stop you.
Etuhole. Etuhole. It's a bamboo name. It's
Etuhole.
Yes.
Okay,
Etuhole.
sorry,
Do
Frieda.
you know what it means?
What is it? Kom. What? What is it? Kom ons hardloop over.
Yeah. It means she loves us.
She loves
But
us.
you are out of the equation because
You don't love me. Father van Ketmas. So guys, what we always do here is bring up an Namibian artist for a live performance on the Loose Canada. It only happens here. The other shows we check, so like I said, we got them here. So we're gonna go into the artist that we're gonna play today is Stitch. Julian Stitch is a Namibian heavyweight
yes, I know
rapper.
him.
So right about now he's gonna perform the Paradise to us. Julian Stitch as Bejelano. Kom ons gaan. Hey. Okay, let's watch him.
Okay, let's do it. There's actually a song of his, I don't know what it's titled, back then, that I actually loved.
Okay. Guys, I just had a little technical issue there. I hope you guys heard the sound there. Please let me know if you heard the sound. But that's Paradise from Stitch, Julian Stitch. So I think I showed you a bit of the fabric and how it works.
Yes,
Yeah, how do you
yes.
like the show?
I actually love the fact that it's raw content, and for those of us who can think or whatever, the fabric would now probably mean like taking everything off, being bare.
Yeah,
give
what
us
you
what
made
you
of.
have.
Yeah.
What is your fabric and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I definitely like the show, and I'm speaking it into the universe. I hope I get an invite.
Alsjeblieft.
Ik manifest mos.
The manifest. Alsjeblieft.
Yes.
So Frieda, please. I think a lot of people want to know what you do and why you were here.
What
Why
I
did
do.
I invited it you?
You just like me. You love me. I'm like the
Ah,
ray of
that's
sunshine in your life.
Please let them know what you do.
Okay, so Frieda is how do I put it? My name is Frieda. Now, me being a human, I'm a part-time human and a full-time poet. If that even makes sense. So I'm a poet. I'm a writer. I'm a feminist. I'm an activist. I'm an editor. What else do I do? So currently, I run a show called Frankly Speaking with a friend of mine, and it's a poetry show that happens every month. And there we lay it out bare, more or less like, the fabric magic. Must have said the other shows would come as well. So I can only my shows are less about it. But yes, that's what I do.
Yeah.
I am I talk a lot of crap sometimes because I'm apparently an open person. I'm a feminist.
Yeah.
People assume when you're a feminist you're supposed to hate men. So I'm just like,
no, you hate us. You guys, you hate us.
How do we
You guys, you hate us. You guys, you hate us.
don't.
I just want to apologize to the guys. I think there was a technical error there with the sound. And I'll do something for you guys. I'll do something for you guys to make that up. So
I'll hold them
you
accountable,
feminists hate
guys.
us. That's how we feel. That's just how we men feel. And if there are guys there on the stream, guys, please let me know. Full jelo wakisone hati mention.
Timeza is barely for me. But then that's the aspect of Frieda. On stage, when I'm a poet, when I'm a performer, my name is Damn Atu. But you must say it with pizzazz, Damn Atu. Like,
Damn Edu. Damn Edu. My kid was okay. Damn Edu.
Yes. There you go. You get the gist.
Damn Edu.
But yeah, that's Damn Atu. Me, we're doing poetry, a writer. I write for the New Era. I have a column that comes out every other second week.
It's nice.
Definitely on women empowerment issues.
You're doing a lot.
Thank you. I actually got a backlash sometime last year because I wrote an article where women should be carrying condoms. The origin from my region people came for me.
Hey, no, we're diving into that though. And guys, today's topic, please let me know, guys. There is a big flock of men not wanting to get married. We want to know why you guys think men think marriage is a bad thing for them. And we're going to dive into that a little bit, but I want to speak on the column you wrote about women, and we're going to slowly transition into that. Women carrying condoms. What was your take? What was your point of view?
Women should definitely carry condoms because okay, mostly the debate is that a woman that carries condoms is loose, as a slut, is a all the many things that women try to call into women by debating them. But I personally feel like the woman carrying condoms is someone that's very responsible for my taking, because you know what you want. Even if, let's say, you are not you're intending to get laid that day, it's definitely something for you to take on. So it doesn't really mean I'm a loose person because I carry condoms, guys. I'm a responsible person.
No, on full sure.
Hoe kom?
Wait, hey, what will you do condom, mama?
Wat maakt mensen met de condomen?
It's it. That's why. But men coming from a cultural perspective. And before I ask you this question, who were the people that were against, that were getting at you for that column? Is it mainly women or
mainly men, but also women who are like to go pick me's. Oh my God. But yes, they were like, oh no, if a woman is carrying condoms, you are a hoe, and that just means you love sex a lot. Bro, what if I love sex? Can I not do it responsibly?
As a father van kind.
There's nothing wrong with having sex. At least I'm responsible.
Yeah. And this is people think that AIDS doesn't exist anymore. That's the problem with people.
STIs don't exist anymore.
I've seen, it's like they worried that they're pregnant and not
pregnancy is the least of your worries at this point, because they are sick. You guys.
And that's the thing, people really forget what things happening in the world now. People just try to take certain things and just box them like, we don't worry about this anymore. We'll deal with this right now.
That shouldn't be the case.
That's the attitude that we have right now.
And my other argument is also the fact that, let's say I go out and I meet a guy that I like. I'm in a one night stand. Many people, we've had one night stand.
One night stand, Jay.
I was like, no, let's say you eat Brewers Market, what, and then you meet somebody that you like. Maybe you haven't gotten late in a long time. Now both of us go to your place and there are no condoms. And you're drunk. You know how men are. Just the tip.
Frieda, oh,
So in that instance, me as a woman carrying a condom, doesn't that give us the advantage of just having safe sex?
yeah, and that's the thing. I believe this is the thing. A lot of people, society and women mainly, put the burden of carrying condoms and
Yes.
being safe on the men.
Yes.
I don't know why, and that's why I felt like men don't have reproductive rights.
And they want to
I really feel like that. Men
don't.
don't have a say on reproductive on the reproduction of if I want a kid now. Like, let me say I want a kid. Me and you, we have unprotected sex now, and I want a kid, and you are not ready for the kid. You can decide that you don't want that kid.
Yeah, and I can have an abortion.
And you can have an abortion, or you
Yes.
can do plan B.
Yes.
I don't have a say after that.
No, you don't.
I don't. Why?
Because it's not your body.
Why? Okay,
But
so Yeah,
in this
okay,
instance, we would now be talking about bodily autonomy and
Yeah, we're going there, we're going there.
Oh, we are going there. Am I too fast? So
we are wending into that. So now, am I right when I say men don't have reproductive rights?
Yes.
And why not? Why don't I have the choice to say I don't want a kid now? I'm not ready for a kid now.
I personally feel, this is my personal opinion.
Yeah.
This is my personal opinion. I personally feel like if let's say we had sex and I'm pregnant and I want to keep the baby and you don't want to keep the baby, I feel like you have every right to say no.
Yeah.
You have every right to say no, and you have every right to literally say, you know what, I'm distancing myself from this because I don't want. But then I would also feel the need to say, put it on black and white, because these days we work with things by the law, by the book or whatever. Put it on black and white and say, you know what, I gave this option. I told her this is what I don't want, and clearly she wants to keep the baby, so it's her sole
But we can't
responsibility.
do that. We can't do that. We can't do that. And that's what I've been saying. So shouldn't you be the one that has to carry the condoms? Like, you should be the one, because you are the one that has more say when things become things.
Okay, I don't necessarily want to give the sole mandate to a woman having to
Why
carry
not?
condoms. No,
Why
no,
not?
no. Hi.
Why not?
Hi,
You know how
Kate.
expensive condoms are. It's $50 for a Rocky, and you people won 5 rounds. That's $100.
Well, it's either $100 on the or 120 on morning after pills. I don't know.
You guys are pro. But can you see that it is a little bit unfair towards the boy child, or of like, yo, you don't ever say, even if a woman traps me into having a kid with her.
I think
Let's say I'm dating this girl like for 7 years, and
Close
we have
by
we
is
have
by
an
heaven.
agreement, and she's on the pill, or we always use condoms. That she tells me, no, I'm on the pill, or nothing will happen, and it
this
happens.
is the thing with Namibian men. When they hear I'm on the pill, all of a sudden you want to make the poor child a sperm bank. Hi, boo.
Yeah,
guys. Hiya. Hit.
I'm on
Do
the
you know the side effects of?
But no, she
but let's-
decides to get on it.
Yes,
we agree, and she
but
goes
that
on it.
doesn't
Okay, so
mean-
I say let's use a condom, and then she says no. I'd rather use.
Or if she says that.
Yeah, I'd rather use because I'm.
Or if she wants unprotected sex,
I
then
want
it's cons-
40.
But okay, do you want 40?
Look, I say let's use a condom because I don't want a kid, and she says no. I don't. I would rather do 40 and
then
go
you,
on the pill.
And then you do 40 because she asked you to do it.
Yeah,
but it
on
wasn't
the
your.
pill.
It
Yeah.
wasn't your. Then
Because
that's
she-
coercion, man.
Okay, so now she decides, no, I'm keeping this kid, and I'm like, no,
Okay.
I'm not ready. I'm a Zula boy. I'm a professional
Bro.
Zula boy. I can't bring in a kid in this, in
this
this
world.
world. And then she goes like, yeah, no, go make a slap, and that's what we get. Like, why did you sleep with me without a condom?
And this is why I'm saying, going back to the scenario that you just played out, if she literally then that would be coercion, which is I don't want to say a branch, but it's one of things under rape. Then that automatically.
Do you think it happens a lot with the boy child?
it does happen? But
do
unfortunately,
we-
the boy child doesn't speak up.
Yep. Even if we speak up,
Dan
like
lacht
society
die
has
mannen
put up
lachen gelijk.
it has put up so many walls,
And-
so that's what I'm saying. They have put up so many walls for us where we can't climb and go, yo, I've suffered this.
This and this and that.
Yo, we can't do that.
That's the thing.
We can't do that because, like I always say, look, I respect women. I respect, and then God gave you all that ability to bring in life, to you have all this. You are very powerful human beings. You do not know the amount of power you have, and that's the thing. And when we come to certain things, we should also think about, okay, so I just want a kid to keep this guy. I just want the kid to show this lady. And that's what they do. They literally do it and tell the other lady, it's a kind for them crane that's my kid months. And here you are, ShopRite manager, floor manager. Guys, we suffer.
I would like to since what is it? The motion is being tabled, or the abortion motion. I would hope to say there maybe should be some paragraphs of sort there to say that what happens in the instance where the man doesn't want the baby.
Yeah,
because they should be given choice.
Yeah, because I feel like single mothership is destroying kids.
How
And
so?
I'm not saying because you decide. I'm saying it because you decide to be a single mother because the guy doesn't want the kid. And you know how much a kid needs the father in both parents in the life. Now you're just being selfish and you decide I'm gonna keep this kid. And this you met this guy at the club. You guys did this. You know how. Onze stout mense, ons is kinders, ons doen nonsense. And now you just decide, and this guy is at UNAM. And you keep this kid. And this guy just runs away from them. They're stupid people. They are bad dudes. And this guy runs away from this kid. And you don't understand why. As much as he's wrong, I'm just saying, you put him in a position.
What do you mean I put him in a position? Me having to say that, no, I want to have a baby.
And he doesn't want it. You putting the kid in a position, and you putting him in a position and yourself in a position too. That's how I feel. And now you're a single mother.
Yes.
And you're like, I'm a proud single mother. While we know statistics show that a kid brought up by a single parent is much likely to grow up, join a gang, grow up, being in jail, being a menace to society. All stats show that, and we still keep on doing that because we don't talk about it.
Okay, I definitely agree that it is something that should be part of the conversation within the communities and stuff. But in the instance where mostly they choose to keep the baby, most people, I would say, they are pro-lifers. Pro-lifers are the ones that choose to keep the baby. Or maybe the person just really wants a baby, or the person doesn't have the option to not keep the baby. In most cases.
And that should be considered in the abortion law, or that is going to be tabled now.
Yes.
Yeah, and I'm all for you with that.
Thank you.
I'm all I want men to also have a say at least.
Yes, that's what
this
I'm
is
saying.
destroying kids. This is destroying homes. It's just, I don't know how far we want to take this until we say, "Die is the problem."
Well, it starts with conversations. The thing is, most conversations that revolve around women and the sub has to involve men, and men wanting to be involved, are always initiated by women. So my question is also, where are the men conversations? Like, where are you guys having the conversations in order to bring them to light? Because this is definitely a phenomenon that's happening, let's say, with many men who have had kids that they didn't want, or that they just they had kids, they made somebody pregnant and they didn't want to stay in the baby's life, but because the mother chose to stay, now he has to take up responsibility. But now, where are these? What do you guys do at the men conference? What much at the men
conference is not iets wat opgemaakt is.
Okay, yes, I definitely. But men also need to engage in these conversations and make them part of every other day conversation so people can be aware of it.
Okay, and the thing is, I understand what you're saying, but we don't have the platforms for that. We don't. And
create the platforms.
There is no government that's going to fund that. There is no private company that's going to fund that.
How?
There is no.
Tried.
Yes, there is no company that's going to invest in a man's problem.
Okay, give me an idea. What would you say? What
Okay,
would you propose?
let me ask you this. Do you know that men have issues?
Yes.
How like a lot of issues, right? You know,
Yes.
we have the issue with rape culture. We have the issue with what? We have the issue with men suffering in abuse and silence.
Yes.
We have all these things. Have you seen a company do a social move towards that?
No.
Never. And have you seen the government do that?
No.
Have you seen government saying, we want to talk to all the men of this community at this community hall because of rape culture and what? What the government will do is, we want all the people of the community to come so that we talk about the rape problem we have in this community.
Okay. My point would be that, firstly, the statistics are higher, and I'm not saying men's statistics of, let's say, rape or depression are not higher. But the problem is you guys are not speaking up. And that's the issue that we have. Because the thing is, if you create momentum on a certain topic, then the discussion will come up.
Yeah.
Now, where is the momentum from men?
You see, that's what I'm saying. If there is no funding, it's like you having a company.
But the thing is, these conversations around rape and advocating for end of rape culture and stuff like that, they didn't happen mostly because of funding. Conversations happened, but conversations had to take place.
Not between women.
It is between women.
You do know that companies actually budget for this stuff?
Yes, but I'm saying because it is something that is persistent, that's something that people talk about.
Yeah.
Here's my argument. Why are you guys not talking about it?
Let us also have a platform. Let them create a platform for us.
Okay, let's create a platform. How? But the thing is, in order for a platform to exist, you guys need to actually table
There is
the
conversation. There is conversation. There are groups on Facebook like the problems with the boy child. Nothing is.
Okay, now
responsive to
take
that.
these things to certain people that you want funding from.
All I'm saying
That's
is that
definitely what I feel.
It's the community. We're getting back to that.
Okay.
We still have to get to the right. So, guys, like I said, I'm very sorry for the technical error. For the people that tune in right now, you are tuned in to the Loose Cannon, the only Namibian show that plays Namibian music. The other channels will check. So, ek is met my special guest hier so ons twee sit in. This stuff should be discussed. So I'm going to read a little bit of comments.
Okay.
So we got Lorraine giving a heart there. We got Kuna Yakalenga.
Okay.
The guy that looks like what?
You said the guy that looks like a state house. Wow. Guys!
I look like the state house. My mom is Wambu and my dad is Damara.
So that's where it comes from.
I am Nangolo Kainkop. Patiently waiting for the lady Frieda Etuhole. Yeah, we got you there.
Hi.
We got Anna Filani Itula. Itula.
Oh,
wow, may Chomi
that's my
keep on
friend.
inspiring us, Namibian Scientific Society. We are very happy for you.
Do you have an inspiration?
Hannah Filani says, I'm from Windhoek. Raymond, we're going to fix that right now. So what I'm going to do right now is I am going to replay the performance of Stitch, and we're going to have a little bit of a discussion as we are what do you say? I want to say transgressing. Transgressing. Why are you laughing at me? You're laughing at me. But the topic, so guys, let's see Julian Stitch with Paradise right now on the fabric. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry.
Enjoy.
Enjoy yourself, man.
That's what Doodle Wings.
The
Do the
fabric,
things.
freestyle, Windhoek's finest.
The Outer Banks. Paradise on Earth.
Ek is van die kona, my lightie en alles is donker, trouwens, zazas. As jy verby wil ry, ons staan in die pad met fucking hazards. Ek gaan jou mokker, seentjie, ek gaan jou donner. Julle beter op payers loop van Windhoek gaan jou vrommel. Hulle gaan jou chops snij, hulle kan jou skiet ook. Ons het fokkel curfew hier nie, ja, buurtwag hulle weet ook. Ja, neighborhood watch, staan terug in Kampala. Hulle ken my van Olympia, Aftor en Shandumbala. Ja, of nog erger, tot in die Grammadulas. Jy moet net die tekkies dra, as die bledie skoenpas. Kom ek vra julle, voel julle my nogie? En as jy dit nie doen nie, kom ek leeg die klokkie. Ja, vra, van hoor sa jy hoor, soos die hardste koor. En die koel is klaar, dier die kerkpastoor. Van Windhoek is die Perry, Windhoek is die Paradise. Windhoek is die Perry, Windhoek is die Paradise. Ons is van die kona. Ons is van die kona. Windhoek is die Perry,
Peri, vandu kasi paradise. Vandu kasi Peri, Peri, vandu kasi paradise. Ons is van die kona, 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 kona. Ons is van die kona, kona. I'm a narcissistic, prejudiced dude who likes his own statuses. Whether you're from Big Brother Africa, it don't matter, just hold my head like you're an assassin and stop asking prejudiced questions about when we be passing dinner and let's start caressing inner. You know that I'll be flexing. Jimmer, I don't lift weight, I move it. All the girls with screws loose, you know I probably screwed it like it's. Woo.
Yeah, but that was Julian Stitch, the Anglican man. Paradise in his Afrikaans rap. You like Afrikaans rap? Like Afrikaans music itself.
Yo, I haven't listened to any Afrikaans music since.
Sing it. Frida, you gotta finish it. Frida, you gotta finish it.
I don't know the lyrics that well.
Tennis ballen, cricket ballen, snooker ballen, asjebel. That's a little ding wat kopwys in Parijs.
I cannot.
It's crazy.
But yeah.
Okay, so we were there. We were at the abortion thing.
Yes.
I think guys, have we made a point with that, or would you guys still want to hear from me?
Please do let us.
Yeah, because I wanted to continue with this, and here's this growing movement of men coming through, you know, and they call themselves the MGTOW.
What?
MGTOW.
MGTOW.
Yeah, MGTOW. It's the red pill. Yeah. It's the red pill conversation, whereby a lot of men coming out and saying modern women expect traditional men. They want traditional benefits, but don't expect traditional men.
What do you mean by traditional benefits?
So,
also, before we start, I need to send a shout out to Matuma.
Possibly.
Matuma, thank you so much for listening. And Festus Abiata.
Let them all, man. Let them say something, man.
Maybe you want to say something. Just say
something,
it in
man.
the comment, and we are gonna read it.
So what they mean is, and
Yes.
the reason why I'm putting out this type of conversation to you is because, you know, we're gonna have kids now. Our kids are gonna grow up in a generation that's totally different from
very
ours.
different.
Where some things are not gonna be acceptable. That's acceptable now, and some things are gonna be acceptable that we like. It shouldn't be.
The way the AMA 2000s are behaving.
Hey, it's understand. So what they're saying is a woman, the women go out there, like in these TikTok videos, they say, I want my man to take care of me.
Okay.
I want him to take care of all this. What? But they're like, but if he does this, I'm out of this.
Okay.
You know, he needs to pay for the bill. Like when we go out. And men are like, but you don't want to do traditional
things
as a woman. You say, I'm not cooking, I'm not washing.
Okay.
Yeah, and I forgot, Janelle, I'm gonna quickly give you the website and also give you the struggles that come with being a single parent, and that's just not for women, it's for men too. There are single fathers out there too. So yeah, I'm gonna do that now for you, Janelle.
Okay, getting back to the conversation,
Yeah.
I would say, okay, yes, most want that, and I think for me, I'm more of a reciprocity person. So yeah, I'll pay for my nails and whatnot. Then in the meantime, maybe I can, pay for a few haircuts here and there. I mean, that reciprocates the whole thing. But also, even if it's then the reciprocity should go beyond most of the things in the house.
Yeah.
Like cooking, for instance. I can cook, but also some days I guess can cook.
Why?
Why not?
Why?
Who's gonna cook for you?
You. I'm kidding. Yeah, but I do. I love cooking. I love cooking. Really, I love cooking. I enjoy cooking. I'm a chef.
Yes.
A whole serve at home.
You serve the things.
I serve the things. But this is the thing. What the men, like I see, are complaining about is, okay, look, when I ask you to cook, you tell me, I'm not your mama, Is there a ring? So like those things. I won't do laundry before marriage, but you want marital benefits before we are married. And men are like, marriage is not beneficial for a man because it's a contract. And this contract is designed to only benefit the woman. And I've seen it. Really, it is designed that way. And they're saying marriage is like if we were to go on a plane now, and I give you a parachute, and I tell you there is a 95% chance of you dying and this parachute not opening. Would you go off?
No.
You wouldn't?
Probably not.
Yeah, and stats is 95% of marriages are initiated by women. Divorces are initiated by women.
Okay.
Women walk out of marriages.
I would say marriage. I don't really necessarily want to say it's a contract thing, because the thing is, most of the things that men do that women want, it shouldn't really be an obligation per se, but also iman. Now the thing is, for you, because Mitch is now going overboard for Nangula, and then I think sometimes it builds the idea that, okay, this is what, if Mitch is doing that for the person, why can't my person do this for me? You understand? And at the end of the day, sometimes I would really say that it how do I put this? I'm trying to find a better way to phrase it.
Let's just say your mind. Say your mind, man.
Hey, most of the people, most of especially the social media marriages that we see, they are not all bliss, guys.
Yeah,
it's not all bliss.
They're lying to us.
Not necessarily lying, but we don't see the background show. And in most cases, we want what we can't have. In most cases, because sometimes the man can really provide for me, and he doesn't have an issue with that. Because you do find men who are givers naturally, and they would cater to the,
like me.
Debatable, but okay. Like like Mitch, for instance. Guys, Mitch made sure I had juice and a shaker for tea and whatnot. And maybe if I come from home, also it would necessarily depend on what it is that the woman wants out of this relationship, or what you guys both want out of a relationship. And in most cases, people don't really talk about these things because conversations and relations are difficult to have. They are very difficult to have. Now, if I feel the need that, Mitch has never even bought me flowers, all my friends are getting flowers, I'm going to feel awkward, because I'm going to pressure you, because at the tea table when I'm with my girls, people are talking about, my boyfriend bought me flowers the other day. I go to Mitch, I'm giving hints. And now all Mitch's friends, or the friends I have there, people propose. Boy, Mitch, who's it? But then again, Mitch is maybe not ready to marry me because, maybe financially or whatever it is the issue that he has. And then these things, because he can't give them to me, I would feel weird. But in the end, I would literally say, go for somebody that can provide for you willingly. It doesn't have to be a forced situation where I have to tell you, no, who's it? Go buy for me flowers.
Yeah, because at a point it makes us feel like our duties as men are being belittled and taken away from us. Like, because men, naturally, we are just providers. We want to take care of our people. We do not know. Mostly, we don't care about ourselves, because you'll see two people in town. You see the husband and the wife, and you'll see the wife she looks fire, and then you would see this guy in his overall there. He doesn't care. Because his wife represents him.
Yeah, and it's a thing of also because society has made the way men are. Society doesn't really care about men that much, especially when it comes to appearance and all these things and whatnot. I mean, that's how you find, like you said, somebody who's in an overall and the woman is, presentable and whatnot. Because maybe it dates back to the fact that, okay, fine, the woman sort of has to, look presentable. After you and we've adapted this thing over and over time, and now we just made it a part of us. And the woman and the man, it's a thing of it's a man. In Oshibambo, maybe I'm speaking under correction. It's there's a thing of my grandfather always used to say, he doesn't have to look nice. And they've adapted this thing over and over again. The man doesn't fall for the dark or mar as if Roni Havas is in the that kind of thing. But then again, if you want somebody to buy you flowers, buy somebody that can put in the effort to buy you flowers.
Yeah.
And the other thing, like you said, as much as men should provide, women should also, reciprocate.
Yeah.
I feel the fact that why women maybe find it sort of hard is because, hey, bruh, don't make me do labor. If it's too much, it's
but I feel like men don't really expect that from them. Men don't want.
What do you guys want?
Yeah, men don't really expect you to do it. Men just want to feel like you should appreciate it. Just show him you appreciate it.
Through what?
Yeah, through probably you just doing his laundry, just making sure probably he has a clean T-shirt to go to work with. He doesn't have to stand up and be like, yo, I have to wash now in the morning chicken. Doesn't have to be every day. You don't need to cook every day.
Thank you.
You can just, I come home and you just look at me like, ooh.
Every now and then. Let's look at this turn.
You look absolutely my stirrup. That type of thing. We also want compliments a bit.
Like
we do. Like honestly, men want to be like, if you see that I took care of the whole house today, like, and this month we haven't struggled, like just that compliment, babe. Oh, baie dankie for alles, chicken. We just
they blows the other day.
Yeah, we're like, oh my God, don't do it. Don't make me feel like it. I don't want Jake. We make so like fully, but just saying like, yo, I have a man. Like even as je met your vriendinnen praat. En je vriendinnen praat van wat en just like, oh, my man. Ek sal nie sukkel daar wanneer my man daar is. I did she sit and speel dominoes. She's like, vierkante plank. But you're just listening to that. And when you come back home, sex is on the house.
Everything is fine. Everything is fine.
We just also want to hear those compliments. We don't really expect you to pay for heck. I don't believe that. I don't. You try doing this. Date a man, go out with him on 1 day, 2 days, and say, here is the tires for you.
Hey.
And see his eyes. He would not go buy anything with that money. He will probably give it back to you in a way, but
why?
It's just men. I don't believe you.
The thing is, I also feel like men find it hard to take compliments and nice gestures. Yeah. But why is that?
Because, look, you as a man is like you were told to struggle, bruh. Struggle.
And
niemand sal goed vir jou wees in jou lewe nie. You are alone. You have to make something out of yourself. You have to work to have things that is going to attract the woman that you want.
And then
that's how we were like. That's how we were taught. And even in society, we see like, oh, die cherries are gaan for so manner. So a man's whole thing goes with, I must have all that stuff for me to have that level of woman. You see, so the whole inspiration comes from the type of dudes you get attracted to, or most of the women. Like, when we talk about the 10, 9, 8, 6 are getting attracted. So you want that golf server, you want that big house, you want that. So a man would do anything to have that.
And I think this is that's the difference.
It's a terrible thing.
It's a terrible thing. And for I would say it's more or less the same thing with women when it comes to, women should be strong, you have a strong character. Yeah. And this is what we are trying to dismantle with a soft life thing. Princess treatment or nothing. Guys, me, especially me, Frieda, guys, I am not a strong woman. I don't have strength in me. I am softy. All the softness, but then again, I understand that the softness has to come with being reciprocated.
Yeah.
But now, how? In most cases, let's say I'm dating somebody and this person is, I compliment this person, I give them, every other day, a gesture, or like you said, vandag it's still coming, okay, over time, But the person doesn't really reciprocate these things. I understand it takes time.
It will take time because they're not used to it.
Time is not on my side, guys.
Yeah. But understand, you guys are used to taking compliments. Like you walk out here, man will be like, yo, hey Cherry, hey what? We are not used to that stuff. If a girl walks up to me and be like, Mitch, get a guest house, let's do it.
Yes.
I'm like, what?
That's what I wanted to talk about.
No, they smooth sick. They smooth. Thinking all that stuff. But you guys get offered this stuff every day. So for us, it's like, no, there must be a catch.
There must be a catch. And this is the thing. I had a friend of mine who she DM'd a guy like, you know, bro, I want to smash. Who's it? Hi. That guy was like, hey, why me? What did you see?
We feel like that.
And I'm just like, guys, and I understand, like, now that you mentioned that we are used to getting compliments and complimented, it's again, it's one of those things. It should become a norm for you guys.
Yeah.
But I also understand that not a lot of people really do it.
And like we said in the beginning when we were talking about abortion, for these type of things to become a reality, there should be discussions held for this stuff, and you say bring it to the right people. People should talk about this a lot. So what we're gonna do right now, I'm just gonna read just 2-3 comments. We got Lorraine Lola Muta Life. Oh, Chelene is a Facebook number. I love what you guys are talking about and what you guys are doing right now. That's Metumo Yabili, I said it right. Yes. She said, wow, can I also get a shout out? You did the shout out.
Yes, I did. Yes,
and then we got Robert's Blossom here. It takes little to make a man happy, like Mitch puts it out there. And men are just naturally providers. They need to be taken care of by us women also.
Yes.
Povi. I don't know, what does Povi mean?
Povi, it means moss.
Guys, what I'm gonna do quickly is, this is a show where we play Namibian music, and for the people that tune in right now, you tune in to the Loose Cannon. I'm here with Frieda Etuhole. And here we go with Gasa Selima. We're just taking you guys a little bit back.
Yo.
Shady Makanagang. Okucheka mananti nkulu ya pai. Bigina. Selimangwe.
Can you feel it?
Them Kalabakofa.
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 Can you feel it?
Them Kalabakofa. National Christian life that I'm living. Now, everybody got to love this. No peep, no stuff, you got to love this. Huh? And I hope you got to love this. Oh, this song is number one. No, no, Shasha number one. Never see my Kashiwa. Thanks to my friends and they kept me going. Huh? This year is just another year. You can see that that goes on. Huh? Kesa kuma kwa mwana. Mama mete kwa sabolela. Never see my Kashiwa. Kwa sabolela. Oh, see my Kashiwa. Them Kalabakofa.
Can you feel it?
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 Them Kalabakofa. Wait a minute. Can you feel it? Yes, man. Yes, I can feel it. Huh. I like it like that. It's 6 in the morning. Everybody's yawning. We can't pop back up. That's why we yawning. If you snooze, you lose. And this song, they just bet to lose. Cause I'm feeling when they fools. We gone now, nobody can catch us. And we know that nobody can stop us. On top of the game, and we got to conquer. That's it. Cause I grew up a cover. Yeah? Cause I grew up a cover. Yeah? Yeah? Cause I grew up a cover. Cause I grew up a cover. Now, we've got to conquer.
Can you feel it? Can you feel it?
Them Kalabakofa.
Can you feel it?
Them Kalabakofa. Them Kalabakofa.
Can you feel it? Can you feel it?
Them Kalabakofa.
Can you feel it?
Them Kalabakofa.
Can you feel it?
Them Kalabakofa. Them Kalabakofa.
Can you feel it?
On top of the game, and I've got to conquer. On top of the game, and I've got to conquer. On top of the game, and I've got to conquer. On top of the game, and I've got to conquer. That's it. Kesa kuma bakofa. Kesa kuma bakofa. Them Kalabakofa.
Frieda.
I was just getting into the groove. Guys, do you see how unfit people are? We shall not mention names of how unfit people are, but it's okay.
It's a
so clean. Okay, Walter.
Okay. Pius, let's see if she can dance to save her life. Check out dancing.
Guys, see me, wait.
Oh my God, man.
You must not warm up.
I love it, man. I love it. Frieda, you wanted to talk about something. Come,
I
say
wanted
it.
to talk about
Yeah, let's talk.
how men, the ones that want traditional wives, or people,
Or traditional men with,
or-
yeah.
yes, mostly traditional men, and like you just mentioned that most of these people are very manipulative. They're very controlling because they want things done in a certain way, and often enough they're very abusive as well.
Yeah.
So it's not always the case to say that if just because this person provides for me, he's good for me in the end. Understand?
Yeah, and it's evident that some men that like really come from a strong traditional side is like, if I do something for you, I want something in return.
Yes.
And it is labor.
And it's not even up for discussion.
It's not. And this is the thing, man. Like, why I don't like when other people cook for me.
Really?
Like, I don't like it.
Can I live with you?
I don't like it. Like, why would I want somebody to cook for me every day?
Well, maybe because you're tired or you are sick.
And no, these people that like this, the traditional men, hulle eet
Yes.
net hoender and rice.
And-
Hoender and rice. Every day.
Bamboos eat pap every day, Miss Kat.
Sinjay. And why would I want that? And listen, like, but the abuse, the side of abuse,
yes.
yeah, it does happen.
Yes, and I was having a conversation with a friend recently, and he was they were saying that women who stay in these abusive relationships are just, I don't want to use the word stupid, but it's a thing of why don't they just leave? And I'm like, you've never been in an abusive relationship
Are they
before to
kidding?
start with.
Are they kidding?
No. They were very serious, and it almost got heated to the point where I was like, you know what? I'm not going to have this conversation with you because in the end, I'm just gonna get frustrated.
Yeah.
Because you cannot reason like that as to say that the person is choosing to be in an abusive relationship. Do you know the amount of manipulation it goes through, the amount of indoctrination it goes for someone to stay in an abusive relationship? And I wrote an article on this. Guys, I don't understand. Black people and reading it. Yes.
And look at this. I've figured, like, whenever I even post something on Facebook and woman respond with, a man sally dead for my market, a man sally my boyfriend is what. It's those people that actually are in those stuff.
Yes.
They just don't.
Yes.
They just don't find a way to speak about it because, just like I say, the manipulation is there.
And it's a very difficult space to be
I saw a woman getting, her boyfriend is abusive, and she was giving advice to her friend, whose boyfriend
is abusive.
She caught her boyfriend with another lady in town, just at ShopRite or something, and she was like, "Ek het hom by ShopRite gesien en dit het gelyk asof die mense saam was." And this girl with a boyfriend that always beats her in the street was telling this girl to leave her boyfriend. How do you guys get this stuff right?
Maybe I should just highlight the article that I wrote. People who are abusers naturally. I don't want to say naturally, but yeah, people who are okay.
Mostly
abuse,
happens. Generalize it. If it's more than 60%,
yes. Abuse doesn't start with me being beaten on the first day or the first week. So how abusive people start is as if, let's say I'm in a relationship, if I'm in a relationship, my boyfriend is abusive, what he's going to do first is going to alienate me from you. So he's going to start asking like, oh, you're always with Mitch. Why are you always with Mitch? And who and Franklin and who. So what I'm going to do is, because I want to please my person, I'm going to limit the time I hang with you to a certain extent where I stop hanging with you automatically. Because every time he says, if I say, no, I'm hanging with Mitch today or I'm hanging with Franklin, he's going to say, no, can we quickly go away. In that instant, I don't have anywhere to go but to him. That's the first step. The second step, this person will start saying things like, oh yeah, you are who you are because of me. Yeah, okay, she's fat.
Like Mukendo.
Yes. Like I'm sorry, Mukendo. But yes, they will start saying like, yeah, just fit niemand sa fiyungani. It's not egwa fiyungani. Yeah, I know people who these things happen to. And because they say these things, it lowers your self-esteem. And then because this person says, I'm the only one that wants you start worshipping this person. And then the person starts with physical abuse. Now already you worship this person, and secondly, you don't have a space to go because you don't have your friends. Tell me, is this a space to leave? And the other thing is, we've been taught that you should, back at home when you're growing up now, how did we eat? If we were eating pap with fleece, you finish the pap first, right? And then the meat. Now if you go to KFC, what do you eat first? It's the chips first.
Yeah.
It's indoctrination. It is. It takes a lot to unlearn that this person is actually not good for me in order for me to leave.
Yeah, it does. It does.
So for someone to say that the person is just lazy for not... Guys, woo! I almost want to say...
But like... most warlords would say if you want to control a people, they say most of people, what you first need to do is break them down mentally.
Yes, and that's what abusers do.
Yeah,
they don't start with physical abuse.
These guys have war tactics.
It's like those lashes that sell you phones and fake perfume in town.
Oh my God! Okay, quick question now. So what can we do about this situation in Namibia, because we speak about it as much as there are platforms, and what should we do about this? Because there are things that we are not ready to talk about that could save this. So listen, when a house burns down, the fire response guys, like the emergency response guys, they come through and they'll say, oh, this house was burned down. They go through the rappel and say, oh my God, it was the candle. And then they write a report and say,
on it.
Candles can be dangerous for what? That's what I think should happen with this. So mainly at this point, because society believes men cannot be abused. And I feel if you box in somebody, you're making that person dangerous. You're making that person dangerous. Like, if you and me fight as brother and sister, and I know when you run to mom them, mom them will not question you. They will just start beating me. But really, you probably hit me in the eye first, and I just hit you like this,
and then
you cry. Then you go to mom them will not question and come beat me. So if this is happening way too much, what options would I take?
The reason why they would probably take my side is because, and again, it goes back to the notion that men are not supposed to complain, men don't cry, men don't, you're supposed to not. Because if you as the guy goes and reports that, no, Frieda Etuhole, I said, yes, a man who that kind of thing. And that's what breeds the toxicity within men. And because you've bottled up so many things, that's how you find a means to explode and deal with your emotions. Yeah. Which shouldn't be the case in the end.
You've heard that expression with like, wat be must be, laat wat gebeur moet gebeur. And you push a person to that point, you already know what's going to happen. What are the outcomes of this type of mentality? What be must be, and that's where the dudes go like, boom, you smack me, like, if you touch me, I'm going to call the police and you'll be locked up, you lose your job, they label all of this stuff, and you're like, oh, so ek sal net so lewe. How long am I going to be? Yeah. So I'm saying, what can we do, and what type of policies do you think should be put up for us to be like, even women know that I can't do this?
Yes.
Because it's wrong. Men know that if I do this, it's gone with my liver.
Okay, I personally feel like, firstly, it shouldn't even start with the conversations between men. It should start with the justice system. As much as it's failing the women, it's also failing men, because if a guy goes and reports, so we need people who are sensitive people. I don't know how we need to desensitize the police force to the extent that abuse, I feel like people who deal with abuse cases should literally have at least a diploma in psychology, at least, because these people don't have any.
No.
And you know what makes it worse? These men go to harsh trainings at the police shandies. Now, as a man, ek het deur die hoe te gaan. Jay wat geklap van 'n vrou mens. Wat is
Wat is Jay?
Compared to what
dat jou vrou.
Yeah.
Ken jy wat die man het 'n slang op my kop gesit, man.
Exactly that point. So I personally feel like people who are in the justice system who deal with abuse cases personally should at least have a diploma of some sort in psychology, and should at least have the training, psychological training, to deal with abuse victims. Because in the end, if a man comes, then obviously the person will, I don't know, maybe sympathize, so to say, with this victim and say, okay, fine, this is what happens. We need to deal with this. You need to get locked up because this is abuse. In the end, it is abuse. Abuse is abuse. We don't have to classify that no, only women can get abuse. No, men can get abuse. And that's how we need. And if this now, let's say police officers, they have psychology degrees or anything, it makes it easier for a man to report because he knows if there is somebody there that can listen and somebody that understands. That alone should be the first step.
Thank you so much for that. And I like that you're non-biased and that we have a really neutral conversation and there is nothing about, no, you can't say that. I can say what I want. I can have my own opinion. That doesn't make my opinion right. You can have yours. It doesn't make yours right. But what we should do as a people is we have a problem. And the GBV is the problem. Abortion. We have these problems. We cannot sit down and try to justify our opinions. What is gonna work for our society? How are we gonna fix this? And that's my belief system. So what I'm gonna do now, let me just read through a little bit of comments here. Without me, you two, Mukendu in Javera, my AF friend. Without me, you two would be nothing. Bottom of the barrel. It's great show, guys.
It's the audacity.
Metumo says, lach me af. Hoe iets hoender en reis elke flippend lewe. Dag van die week. I'm tired just thinking of chicken and rice. But chicken and rice goes down. Wat gaan aan met julle? It's not about the taste. It's also nutrients.
Not really.
I think I've just had enough chicken and rice to last me for a lifetime. I prefer beef, honestly. Guys, thank you so much. And you know, I can't end this without my girl giving me her peace. My girl's gotta give me her peace right now.
So, okay, I'm going to do a piece that I actually wrote for my mother.
Thank you. Well, I know it's for your mother because as fathers, we are nothing. It's women's month.
It's for me. Guys, it's women's month. It was just women's day. No detail.
Tell you what, and before women's day, it was men's day, but you forgot.
When was men's day?
Before women's day.
You guys were too early.
Ons kom vandag. Go away.
Guys,
Okay,
yes.
Frieda, please. Guys, Frieda's going to give us a piece. Thank you so much, Frieda. Hey,
it is my
lovely
pleasure.
interview with you.
Thank you so much. So, yes, this is a piece by my mother, or for my mother, my bad. And if you do want to, I'm just going to say this before I do the piece. If you do want to follow me on social media, Facebook is Frieda Etuhole, or Etuhole, like some people say, that we shall not mention. Instagram, it is blog me papile. Are you going to follow me? Do you follow me?
I already follow you, man.
Blog me papile, or damn_etu. Twitter, it is feminist fairy, or damn etu, so to say. So please, do follow me, and tell me what you think about my piece. I grew up feeling odd that my mother couldn't speak the colonizer's language. The language that helped take her voice, the language that silenced her into conditioned prayer asking for daily bread. A language that made her hate her skin and how it couldn't resist the sun and she withstood it. A language that taught her that her way of ululating was vile and needed to be done away with. A language that took everything from her. How selfish of me. How very inconsiderate of me to want to double oppress her. Never mind triple oppress her. She's already oppressed and left voiceless by society. The society she almost died saving has the audacity to laugh at her, and me? How dare I add to her self-inflicted shame? How dare I sit there and laugh at how she can't pronounce Bessingwaite and Nightingale, as if the oppressor stealing her mother's innocence during the night and hating her during the day wasn't enough. How dare I call her my pride when the colonizer conditioned me to hate her for finding it difficult to let Janasakwa roll off her tongue as easy as her skin was peeled off by the oppressor and her identity stripped away from her. I was angry and ashamed, but the shame needs to be redirected. I used to think my mother wasn't educated enough because she doesn't know how to write her own name, never mind count to 10. I used to think that she hasn't tried enough because she doesn't know how to write the letter F, how to begin her name. Forgetting that she knew how to properly feed me, and here I am full of knowledge and menace. How very stupid of me, actually. I used to think she wasn't trying at all, clearly forgetting how much weight she carries on her shoulders and how much a burden her dreams are when she goes to sleep and she hasn't achieved any because of me. It breaks my heart at the thought of how many of my prayers were answered because of her. Yet here I am, letting conversations with myself and books written by the colonizer and in their language determine how much respect I should give and award my mother. Thank you very much. Happy Women's Day, month, year to every woman out there. May we love our guys. Mother should live forever, man.
Wow.
Thank you.
Wow. And I was just speaking about, guys, let me know what you think about the piece. And you can work up Harwell Khan and Farah and say, that piece you did about
Was
your mother was, you know, do that, guys. And I was just saying that some people have to sacrifice for us. And yet we what you say, like we level their intellect on how they speak or what they can. And these people literally had nothing, but all they wanted to do is, I'm going to put my kid through this and this to university so he becomes a doctor and so he can take care of me, so I can have the life that I really wanted to from him or from her.
Yeah.
And here I am, Chumagani Engels Pratni.
And no full excam and believe it is me man.
Scam for that.
You know, people always ask me, would you die for my mother? My answer is always, I live for my mother, guys. I live for
I would be mad as a chicken nugget if my kid come say something like that.
The son wants to fight toddlers, guys.
No, I'll beat toddlers.
I know, toddlers you need to chop. Building character is necessary.
I'm kidding, guys. No, don't fight kids. But I'll fight. Some kids must be fought. You must fight them. Some kids.
What would you do? Do you like soccer?
Yeah.
What team are you?
Me, I'm Manchester United.
Okay, let's say a Man U game is playing, and then the toddler, while you know the goal is coming, Cristiano is about to score a goal, and then Charles switches the remote. Like,
oh my God! Does this toddler have parents?
It's your child.
Okay, we had the last segment of the show. It is called Stupid Me. So what's going to happen is I'm going to ask you a question.
Oh my
you
God.
will answer it. And if you can't answer it,
then
this is what you're going to hear. I know. And if you answer it right?
Difficult questions because
let's just hope you get a lot of yes. So it's called Stupid Me. Okay. If you don't know, you can say Stupid Me. So let's do this.
If it's politics, high 0.
Oh. What is it that lives if it is fat and dies if you give it a drink?
Fire. Wait. Oh, really? Good. Guys, okay, that's one.
Oh, you got that one right. We got that.
Next question.
What never asks a question but gets answered all the time?
What never asks question? Phone, telephone, phone.
Okay.
Give me my money.
Here's a smart one. What can one catch that is never thrown?
A flu? Guys.
Oh, the girl. You got two more. You got two more. And like, listen, if you get this two right, hey, my girl.
Let's see. Hey, guys, what is? Okay, that's probably a difficult one.
Arnold Schwarzenegger is big. Donald Trump is small. Madonna doesn't have one.
Yo, wait. Ask that again.
My Tamara. Hey, stay there. Arnold Schwarzenegger is big.
Okay.
Donald Trump is small. Madonna doesn't have one.
Okay, it's definitely not what I'm thinking. The letter R. Okay. That's definitely. I was gonna say.
You was gonna say what?
It's okay.
No, what were you gonna say? What were you gonna say? It's a surname.
Ah, makes sense.
A surname.
Yes.
Okay, what
But
goes?
come to think of it, Madonna. What is Madonna's surname? That's a good one. Okay.
What goes up lets a load out and goes back down.
What goes up?
Lets a load down out.
A balloon. Okay. no.
Really? What goes up lets a load out, and goes back down.
An aeroplane. He even said sis. I don't know.
It's an elevator.
Ah, no.
Okay.
Well, aeroplane was close, guys.
Yeah, it was close, yeah.
It was close. It was close.
Okay. Let's do this. The last one. You gotta get this one right.
Okay.
Let's see. What does every woman have that starts with a V, and that she can use to get what she wants?
Okay, clearly it's not vagina. Mich Gaoseb.
These are the. What? Okay, you gotta say it.
Every woman has it.
It starts with a V, and she use it to get what she wants. Oh man.
Okay, V. Nah.
It's her voice.
Makes sense.
Julle praat mos. Okay, the last one. Kom, my girl, jy moet die ene reg kry. Jy moet die ene reg kry. Kom, let's go. It's fun to do it, but you hate knowing your parents do it too. It's fun doing it, but you hate hearing your parents do it too. Father, verkeerd man.
Okay, it can't be what I'm thinking.
What are you thinking?
Ek dink net die duiwel se goed.
Oh my god, man. Jy het toch hierdie mens hierso.
Guys, what is the answer? I hate my parents doing it. Hearing my parents do it.
It's fun to do it, but you hate it when your parents do it.
Singing? My parents can sing to save their lives.
Oh my god, but you know you're lying. You know for... Oh, it's Facebook.
No, I decline and delete. Oh, guys, no.
Okay, guys.
I decline and delete. Can I ask you something?
Yeah.
What goes on and on with an I between?
On and on with an I between. No, this is my show, and you cannot come and ask me those unscrupulous questions here. What goes with an I between?
Yes.
I don't know.
Or at least, what do you lose when you stand up?
It's a phone.
Oh my God, no. Wait, what? No.
iPhone.
No. Where is the I in between?
The nose.
Okay, I give up.
What is it?
Onion.
Oh my god. That's why people must not talk at my show. Don't talk. Okay, guys, thank you so much, Frieda. I'm
It
gonna
is
do.
my
I'm gonna do.
pleasure.
We're gonna do a little jive before we go.
Yes.
Just as you gave the people your, and you just want to repeat it for them quickly. Your socials.
Yes, my social media on Instagram, I have 2 accounts. So it is my poetry account, which is dem_etu. That is the page to follow. Otherwise, if you want to follow my personal life, it is blog my papile. That is the handle. Facebook, it is Frieda Etuhole, and Twitter, it is dem_etu, or rather feminist fairy.
Away. So Mukendu says that pierced right through my soul. Frieda out here looking like a fruit and spitting bars like an alcoholic.
It is just I.
Definitely not what you thinking, Frieda. That's what Mukendu said. Mukendu, everybody that tuned in, thank you so much. Frieda said, "Doch bye for your men."
Thank you so much for tuning into the loose cannon. I hope
Assembly.
my mouth wasn't too loose, but for your liking, I tried to keep it civil as I can. I even
Assembly.
danced for you guys. But yes.
No, ons dans nog. Wat ik hem week
Dans ons nog?
Ja, ons dans nog.
Nee,
We
ons
are getting guys, thank you so much for tuning in to the Loose Cannon, the only Namibian show that plays Namibian music. Father van Keetmans, let us win. This is Sakane by
No, it's
Black
fa-
Box and PDK.
Es gaat er net van Keetmans.
Mirror, mirror on the wall. Well, yes, she could dance, it's me, they call. Top cherry, what? Yeah, I'm the baddest. Top cherry, what? Yeah, I'm the realest. They be calling my name till the morning. Yeah, for the hangover. You my people, you sire. By your life, you live with a noche loco, paso vite.